your November 2019 love reading. I'm sorry this video was put out so late. I just happened to have been moving for the 4th time this year. Okay. It's driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. Probably drive you crazy too, Taurus. Anyway, I'm hoping I get to stay put, but this is the first time reading that I'm doing in this new space, so I'm very excited. And for some reason today, I had to come home and do your cards like immediately. So I'm excited to see what we have. I also had a moment. I had a Taurus moment not too long ago. Well, of course, everybody's talking about the Taurus new moon. I am a student of astrology. Okay, that's what I'm going to call myself. And I had this feeling of connection with you guys that was so powerful. It just washed over me, and it was odd because I haven't felt that way before. Taurus is at home. Like, I feel at home at Taurus. Taurus is my south node. So I have some understanding of you guys, a lot of understanding of you guys. And of course, because I think also because I've been decorating or, fixing up my new place, I've been thinking a lot about Taurus because you guys like beautiful things, and so do I. So I put some flowers in your video. All right, guys, so let's get into it. This is your love reading for November 2019 for Taurus. My intention here is to spread messages of love, light, peace, truth, whatever needs to come through, okay? Messages come through for those that need to hear them. So if this isn't your message this month, that's fine. Just come back next month, check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, because this is a love reading. So this is sort of a deeper dive into a relationship. This could be a past, a current, or a future relationship. And we're just going to take a look and see where you're at, where they're at, and how your energies mix together. We'll also take a look at what may be blocking you guys, possible future outcomes, and also we will be looking at any advice. Okay? So these are my Druid Animal Oracle cards. You guys got Goose, and your partner got Crane. I love it when everybody gets the same kind of animal. So we've got 2 birds here. So the goose represents family, home. Also, the goose can fly from one continent to another, so they can travel long, long distances. The crane I'm getting a very heavy Scorpio vibe, definitely a water sign vibe, but this is somebody that I feel like is still and taking their time, and they're getting ready to pounce. Okay. Now, when I say pounce, it could be like in a passionate way. It could be in an ugly way. I don't know. I just feel like they're studying you. I feel like someone's watching you. This could be spying. This could be social media spying. You guys know how that goes. All right. But with you guys, there's a lot of, this is a lot of focus around home and family and children. Okay. So this reading could be about you if you have children. All right. So let's see how this goes. Moving forward, what is going on with Taurus's energy at this time? We're going to go over to the Rider-Waite Tarot. Oh, you guys, real quick, if you haven't subscribed and hit the bell, make sure the bell jiggles so you get all my notifications so you can get in on my next free personal reading. That means you get to ask your own question, and I will answer it live, okay? All right, here we go. Let's see what we have in the new beautiful space, I'm going to kind of mark the spots here for Taurus. All right. What's going on with Taurus? What is going on with Taurus? How are they feeling? In matters of the heart, please. Matters of the heart for Taurus. Oh. Page of Cups. Okay, and I just got a vision of, it's more like, it's funny because I hear things, I see things, but a lot of times I get scenarios in my head, and I got a scenario with this card. Let's get a couple more cards, please, Spirit. I feel like, though, I'm going to tell you, I feel like that there's somebody, the way your heart feels right now is very delicate. Like, it's almost like You want to open it, but you're not. Your walls are up, but you're considering letting those walls down, okay? But again, your walls are up. We have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, you guys, some of you could be coming out of something that was difficult, something that was painful, somebody that harmed you. Let me just get that just right for you, Taurus, because, you know, you're beautiful and it's beautiful. Okay, well, that doesn't work. Let's bring that out. Beauty. So this is about, this could also be an air sign. This could be somebody's mother. Some of you guys are feeling smothered by your mother. This is not a smothering mother card, so I don't know where I got that. That could be this combination here. But I also feel that some of this could be about you and about you coming out of a situation that caused you a lot of pain, and there could be some bitterness. So I feel like there's a divide. There's definitely a divide within your heart, Taurus. There's a division within your heart. It's an inward battle is what it is. It's like, I want to open my heart, but I know better. I've been through this shit before. So you guys could be dealing with someone that you've dealt with before, or this could be a new love that's entered your heart, but you're just very hesitant because of an old past relationship that you struggled with, okay, where you were forced to become independent. And now we have the Hanged Man in reverse. So it's very difficult for you right now, Taurus, to look at things differently. It's very difficult for you to make the switch here. Where is my other deck? Look at it. Sorry, guys, I'm getting acclimated. New house. Can you guys see? Perfect. I'm going to actually clarify the Hanged Man. We'll go ahead and see how your partner's feeling. But for sure, we've got... I'm feeling very stuck here, you guys. This is a stuck. This is, your heart is split in two. You cannot decide what to do, and you can't seem to get out of it. You can't seem to see things different. In fact, I feel like some of you guys feel like you might be stuck in a cycle of some type. But Spirit, can I get a little bit more clarification regarding the Hanged Man for Taurus in love, November 2019? The Hanged Man in reverse, please. This could also indicate an Aquarius. I am feeling a lot of water in this reading. A lot of water. A lot of water. Okay. These just came right out. A lot of cards, but I'll take them. 8 of Wands in reverse. Messages. Uh-huh. Yeah. Some of you were left at the altar. Oof. Some of you were engaged and that person backed out. Some of you were about to take a risk and leave home or leave somewhere to go somewhere with a partner, and some messages came in that you didn't like, and the commitment was broken off here. This is causing you to be stuck, Taurus. This is causing you some, and look at all this passion here. This is all wands. This is all fire energy, clarifying the Hanged Man. So, attachment, I heard attachment. Some of you may actually have an attachment. Okay. Some of you guys, this could have been so, detrimental to your soul. Okay. What happened here with your heart that you can't bounce back the way you want to. You can't seem to like bounce back. You can't seem to snap out of it. Some of your friends may be going, Taurus, why aren't you going out? Why aren't you moving out? Get a dating app, do this, do that. But it's like, you're still stuck in it. You're still suffering. You're still feeling the emotions of the betrayal, the heartache, because you learned something. And for some of you, we're going to move on or move somewhere, but that all just crumbled and fell apart. It's almost like maybe you and your partner had decided to move in together, but you found something out about your partner that you had to find out. You had to find out. It wasn't apparent. It was like a secret, and then it wasn't like obvious, but you found it out. You had to change your plans, and the foundation in your relationship just seemed to totally crumble from there. Wow. All right, let's see what how your partner's feeling and where their energy lies with regards to you, Taurus. Let's dive into your, because what's funny is I feel like a switching of energy, because now your partner is watching you, whereas before, I don't really feel like you guys were spying on them, but you got information that came to you sideways. It didn't come, it wasn't direct. It wasn't like your partner sat down and said, oh, by the way, I happen to be, a felon. Oh, I didn't mention that. Or, you know what I mean? Just something along those lines. Not saying there's nothing wrong with felons. I'm just saying, like, it was something that you didn't know that made things change, okay? Made things change. There's nothing wrong with felons. Don't get me started on our justice system, okay? All right, don't even get me started. But anyway, but what I'm saying, you found out something that was going to impact your life together with this person, and it was very, it just, the whole thing just crumbled. And not only did it crumble, but it really shook up your whole soul, okay? And so now there's this bitterness, but you have softness for this person in your heart. And you may be angry at yourself for feeling this way, but it doesn't keep you from feeling that way. All right. So you do feel stuck and you feel trapped and you feel like you can't get past this person. So let's see what is going on with this person. What is going on with this person? What kind of information can we get for Taurus's partner or any partner with matters of the heart? What messages do you have for us? Energy. How are they feeling toward Taurus? They know they did you wrong. They know they did you dirty. I just got that. The Hermit. They could be hiding. They're hiding from you because they're also, they could be dealing with a Virgo. Because they could be mulling over what happened. They could be actually in a place of healing. I want to tell you before I started this, I'm reading, I did get the word healing. So your partner could be actually in the process of healing themselves. Now that could make you angry because you feel like, why do they need healing? They're the ones that hurt me. Well, maybe it was because of their wounds from their past that they did whatever it is they did to you, or whatever it was that you found out about that upset you. King of Cups. Any more information, please, for Taurus's partner? And you guys don't take you don't take these things lightly. Death, massive transformation, emotional transformation. Wow, your partner is going through so much, Taurus. Look at, okay, so I don't know if I touched on this. The crane is related to death. The crane is related to the underworld, okay? So the Celts thought of the crane as a sacred animal that could lead you down into the underworld in death, okay? Your partner could be contemplating suicide. Wow. Wow. Oof. I'm sorry. I don't see that happening. I just see the death is a transformation card, but because of the placement, I mean, the death is one of my favorite cards, so don't get me wrong, especially with the Scorpio season. The ugly things have come out. The ugly truths have been discovered, okay? And so your partner is hurting. Your partner is hurting and actually healing, but they're in the devil. They're in the throes of, it just jumped out. What else jumped out? The moon in reverse. What the hell? What are y'all trying to tell me? This could be about an addiction, a secret addiction that came out. Cancer here. A secret addiction, a porn addiction, a sex addiction. I'm getting that. Maybe they cheated on you because they have a sex addiction. I'm getting this, okay, with this. They are in the throes of shame and sadness and, you know, they are going through transformation, and they are looking at themselves. Okay. So that is happening. I put those cards back. They just wanted to come out and let me know that this is big for your partner. So your partner is going through some heavy, heavy, heavy stuff. But you know what? We're just talking about your partner, not how your partner relates to you. Okay. So this doesn't, I'm not asking you to run over there and, you know, well, take this advice and do what you like with it. I have to trust you guys that you do what you want with the messages. But what I'm saying is that, you know, this is, they're stuck too. They're not, there's a lot of stubbornness going on. There's a lot of stubbornness going on. You may be dealing with a Virgo, guys. It's stubborn, but it hurts. I mean, it hurts. It really hurts. Okay, let's go. Let's move on. Your partner is, by the way, just so you know, your partner is actually feeling. Your partner is feeling the overall. Your partner is feeling the pain and the guilt and shame over this past transgression that you through some sideways way, okay? Through some sort of sideways situation where it wasn't, they didn't sit down and tell you, okay? I don't feel like, for some of you, yes, they did lie to you. Yes, there were lies. There were some lies. Wow. And, you know, with the feminine full Taurus moon that we just went through, you know, okay, yes, not having you around them is making them uncomfortable. It's like they can't find a good seat. You know that feeling when you can't find a good seat and they're just watching and waiting for something to change, okay? So this is going to be in regards to y'all's energy together. So you guys can be energetically intertwined, even though you may not physically be together. So that's what I'm asking for information about. These two energies together. These two energies together, please, for Taurus and their partners. It's difficult to get a message. I do feel it could be very well that you guys are truly disconnected. Something is unfair. There's an improportionate balance. Basically, that just means that, like, you know, if you guys split up, somebody took off with the dog. You know what I mean? Like, it's not fair. There's an imbalance somewhere. It doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be a dog. Of course, it doesn't have to be material things, but I feel like it might be. So somebody's feeling unfair, and it is unfair. It is unfair. So it's difficult for you guys to be together right now because it's not fair. All right. Any other messages, please? Oh, too many cards. Too many cards. Let's shuffle them, Taurus. Let's shuffle them. Be patient, guys, while I shuffle. Sometimes the shuffling just takes a minute. What was this unfairness? This is my Libra card as well. So we already got two Libra cards. So I feel like your soul has been, like, your partner. Okay. All right. I'm seeing a blackness. I'm seeing a black spot on, like, an otherwise perfect soul. All right. So it was a damaging relationship or a damaging encounter that you had. However, through brokenness, you cannot heal if you're not broken first, right? And the healing is so much where we find transformation. And that's what's going on with your partner. I think you are just dealing with an internal battle right now, Taurus, and you're just like, and you know what, Taurus, this could be flip-flopped as well, just so you know, this is energy reading, but yes, you could definitely be, you're having an inner battle, an inner conflict because there's a part of you that wants to reach out, but you also, there's the, you're also kind of like, why would I do that? The Star in reverse, Seven of Coins in reverse, and then we got the Moon again in reverse. So we need to explore the Moon because that's the second time it's come out for you guys. Taurus, let me move these over a bit so you can see them. We also got the Star, so this is another Aquarius card for me. Darkness, darkness. There's darkness here, guys. There's darkness. And you know what? I hate to see that because I deal with light. I work with light. But we can't have light if we don't have dark. I feel like your partner, oh gosh, this really is making me sad. I feel like there was a loss of innocence here. What in the world? Egos were just torn apart. What you were building just came crumbling down. Oh boy. Let's talk about the Moon. The Moon is a complicated card. All right. It has a lot of different meanings, and being that it's in reverse, and it came out in reverse twice, so I do believe that maybe a secret or something was revealed too soon. It's possible that your partner was going to tell you this, but they just hadn't done it yet, or they're trying to get the courage to figure out how to tell you something about themselves or how to tell you what was going on. However, they moved too slow. All right, they moved too slow. They know it was unfair. They have there's darkness with them, okay? I think they're working through that right now, and they're gutting it out. Oh, that's weird. It's almost like I'm seeing, like when you core an apple. That's what I feel like. It's like, and that is what's going on with Scorpio. I mean, it is serious right now. What do we have? Two of Swords in reverse. Head over heart decision. Libra again, lots of Libra. So this is, to me, Libra is a lot about justice and getting what's coming to them. But yes, the decision was made based on, but it's sort of like I was madly in love with you, and then I had to find this thing out. And I had to leave you. We had to split up because I found this out, and it goes against my principles. But it doesn't keep you, Taurus, from having those feelings, from missing them and missing what it is that you had together. Any more information about the Moon, please? The Five of Cups in reverse. Ignoring the past, ignoring that they're trying to turn their back on the past. But that was their mistake because they weren't able to bury the past. The past came back to haunt them. You found out about it, and it hurt. It really hurt. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. So for this reading, guys, I'm going to go ahead and ask for advice. All right, from Spirit. We're going to ask for advice, all right, because this is heavy. And then after that, I'm going to ask for, we're going to take a quick peek into most likely outcomes, okay? Spirit, do we have any advice for Taurus? For Taurus going through this situation with their partner? Because, yeah, it's like, I didn't want to hate you. Like, I really loved you. Why did you have to do this? My principles are all shot to hell. There's a tugging at your heart. There's a part of you that really wants to go and reach out to this person, but the Queen of Swords in your energy, Taurus, just knows better. You just know better. You just know better because you just don't want to get burned again. There's certainly an inner conflict, but you don't want to be stuck in the in-between. You don't want to be stuck in purgatory where you can't move forward and you can't move back. All right. You can't move forward into a new relationship or forward into your own independence and let this person in this relationship go and begin the healing process. And you can't seem to go back to where you were with this person. So it's very frustrating. Okay. Very frustrating feeling. All right. And with the goose here, you know, this could have affected your family as well. Could have affected your children. Your children could be suffering. Your children could be missing this person, or your child could have found out something about this person, and that's why they are this person and their whatever it is they did. They could have compromised your family in some way. Any advice, Spirit? Any advice? Let's move on from the information. I've got a lot of information. Advice, please. Two of Swords. Again, Two of Swords. This time in the upright. Okay? You listen to your heart. 10 of Cups. Listen to your heart, Taurus. 10 of Cups. Absolutely beautiful. This is what you want. This is the ultimate in love. Okay? It's accepting. And what did I tell you? I told you that card was coming. I knew it was coming. This whole reading is about justice. This whole reading is about justice and karma. So the advice here, what I'm hearing is listen to your heart. Everything is going to work out in your favor. It will change, okay? And justice will come, but it will not come from you, okay? So this person you're dealing with, Taurus, or you, somebody's got a ton of Libra in their chart. There's so much Libra in this reading, but anyway, justice in reverse is basically telling me that there will be justice. There is injustice. So let's just recognize that for a minute, okay? It's okay to say I was dealt with unfairly. It was not fair. You can even say I was victimized by this person or victimized by this relationship. Victim is not a bad word. However, you can't stay stuck there. Okay, it's okay, but you've got to accept reality first. And then you begin the process of healing and the process of becoming a survivor. Okay, that is what this whole thing is about. And it's all, honestly, Taurus, I feel like it's all about you. I don't even really feel like it's about this person in a strange way. This could definitely be a soulmate connection. By soulmate, I mean they were here to teach you something in this lifetime. But you need to listen to your heart. As long as you listen to your heart, okay, and I mean go deep. I don't mean laying in bed at night longing for him or her. I don't mean that. I mean that inner knowing, that inner voice. You see she's got her blindfold on because she does not need her eyes, okay? She doesn't need her eyes. She's got her swords. She's got what she needs without her sight, with her eyes. Move in the world with authenticity. Move forward with love in your heart, not bitterness. Let's not embrace the Queen of Swords energy. Let's embrace love here with the 10 of Cups. And acceptance. Just accept the unfairness. Here we have the scales again. Scales. 2. Lots of scales. Accept that there was an injustice. Okay? And just accept it. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. This is also an 11 if that means anything to you. It wasn't fair, and justice will come. But you don't have to be the one to serve it out, okay? You don't have to be the one to serve it out, is the message, Spirit. Spirit, do you have any more messages? I'm just going to listen for a moment. Yeah. You know, home is where your heart is right now. Keep your heart at home. If you do have children, focus your love and attention on them. And I know when you're in the middle of something this painful, sometimes it feels like being with your children is even that much more difficult because you feel like you have to pretend that everything's okay when everything is not okay. And for some reason, I'm getting the message that you don't have to pretend. You can go ahead and cry in front of your children. Crying in front of your children is a concern, but at the same time, it is a human thing to do, Taurus. It is okay. You can be yourself. You can find your healing through your children. And if you don't have any children, that's absolutely fine. You know, maybe Spirit is saying, create a space for children in your life moving forward. Think about the father to be that you want in your life, or the mother that you would want in your life. Spend some time with nieces, nephews, what have you. Volunteer. Spend some time with children, Taurus. All right, what is the most likely outcome for Taurus in this situation? For Taurus and this relationship, what is the most likely outcome for Taurus and this relationship? If you're still with me, God bless you. This has been a journey. This has been a tough one. Wow. All right. Nope. I think it's just I'm in a different environment. So the card, look at this. This came out twice. So this is this very last spread I'm doing is the most likely outcome. And look at this. The very first card of the entire reading popped back out for the most likely outcome. This is the small part of your heart that still loves, that still has love in it, okay? It is still there. This little sensitive part of you where your heart is, where you felt like, okay, how do I explain this? There's a lot of bitterness in your heart, but there is still love in your heart, okay? And it is youthful, and it is innocent, and it is still there. Pray to your inner child. Pray to your innocence in love, because I feel like this relationship, emotional, here we go. This relationship injured your innocence, okay? That's what I feel like this Page of Cups is telling me. You are still there. You still have your innocence, okay? Grasp that. Remember how your heart felt before you went through this, whatever this nightmare is that you went through, okay? Remember it, okay? I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that makes sense to you guys, because it is still there, and this is the most likely outcome. Is you're not going to lose your heart. You're not going to feel this way forever, Taurus. Okay, you're going to get your heart back. You're going to get your soft back. Okay, the ice that has formed around your heart will melt. All right. Spirit, any more messages for the most likely outcome for Taurus? 3 of Swords in reverse. Yes. So if this was about a third party or an addiction, which is what I saw earlier, a third person, I did get a lot of information around possible sex or pornography. But it could be any kind of addiction, okay? It could be anything, really. The third sword could be anything. But beautiful message from Spirit letting you know that the 3 of Swords being in reverse is the healing. The healing. Look at this card. Let's look at this tree trunk, the beautiful tree trunk. It's interesting because it's shaped like a heart, all right? And they're cutting through the ages. Because, you know, the rings around the tree, that's every, you know how it is. It's like every year that the tree is alive. This has a lot to do with your soul going through damage as an adult. It's been pierced, but look, in reverse, the swords are coming out, okay? So Spirit is reassuring you once again that your innocence will return. Your love, your ability to love and to be in love without abandon, the bitterness that you may feel and you may carry with you is not going to last forever, okay? Spirit is reassuring you of this twice, okay? So this is a validation, all right? And also we got earlier about justice, that justice will be had, whether it is by karma. It's a karmic justice, and it will be had, okay? All right, you didn't want to go back in there. Knight of Swords in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So what I'm getting from this is, all right. So for you, you're going to move forward, and you are going to not necessarily, this has made such a strong impression on your life that it may change the course of your love life forever, okay? But you are growing, all right? You are becoming more cognizant of what you will allow and what you will not allow in your life. Taurus, I know, because I know you, it's like I can almost hear you guys, and I love you, but I can almost hear y'all going, I'm not going to, I'm not going to change for, I'm not going to accept this for anyone. Yes, you will. You're going to change, but what you're going to change is what your boundaries are, all right? Because you are going to learn how to protect this heart. You're going to learn how to protect yourself. So you are going to be able to stop yourself from ever having, you are protecting your Page of Cups. You are protecting, I'm seeing this as like an inner child. You are protecting your innocence. There's so much childlike and innocence. And that is what's coming out of that. That is what Spirit is telling us. And it's not going to be just a fleeting protection. It's going to be long term. You're going to stop being afraid, and you're going to it's almost like I feel you guys making a new vow to yourself. Yeah, Judgment came out. It's almost like, which I was also expecting this card. It was almost like I feel like you guys are going to make a vow to yourself, okay? That you are going to protect this. But it's not out of bitterness, Taurus. It's not out of bitterness, hate, and anger. It's out of love for your self-love, and I hate to be cheesy, but it is sort of the inner child that I'm seeing here. It's about protecting the love, the white love, the pure love that you have in your heart, that you were born with, and you have not lost it, okay? You are not, Taurus, you are not lost, okay? This may change you forever, but your heart is not changed. There is still a lot of love within you, and it's pure, and it's there. All right? I wanted to read this to you because I just, for some reason, I'm feeling that it might help you feel better. I'm going to read about the goose, okay? Ancestor of the farmyard goose, the gray lag, this is a gray lag, mates for life, which I see Taurus as just like that. You know what I mean? You guys are very solid that way. And was once the only goose that bred in Britain. It may have earned its name from the observation that it lagged behind when other species migrated, although its name is more likely to mean gray-legged. In the foreground, we see bramble, a gooseberry growing, the goose grass to the right. Okay. In the sky, a flock of geese are flying in V formation, heading out toward the sea. So, are you lagging behind or are you moving forward here? I almost see it as both. It's both. It's both. This card indicates that you're ready to take on the responsibility of raising a family, making the difficult decisions that you have to make in order to protect your children, your inner self, your inner life, okay? Or of committing yourself to a long-term partnership, knowing moving forward, Taurus, that you are not what you will and will not tolerate, because you just found, like, I almost feel like you found a limit, like you found a place that no one can pass, like you've passed this place for me. Like, an example, okay? So you're single and you meet someone on a dating app and then you find out that they're married, and that's where it ends. You're married, goodbye, okay? That is your limit. Like, I feel like this whole thing has brought you to a boundary. That's just an example, guys. That's not necessarily, I'm not advocating dating married people or not. I'm just saying, okay, this is sort of an example. So I feel like that's what this is about. It's just like you found something that I mean, you will never allow this to happen to you again. And there you can find comfort. That's where you're going to find your safety. And that's where you're going to feel your healing, Taurus, because that's what you guys are about. All right. You guys are about setting boundaries and staying within them. Okay. And you are so beautiful. You are beautiful enough to find the person that will not break, that you don't have to compromise your values for. Okay. It allows you to open to this power. So geese brings a creative and productive power. Allows you to open to this power, secure in the knowledge that your relationship or family or working partnership will provide a stable environment to act as a crucible for your creativity. All right, Goose also has a strong attachment to family and children and its ability to fly extraordinarily high from one continent to another. Shows us that it is possible to be both grounded and spiritual in our daily lives. And that's what I'm feeling from you guys. Okay. So I feel anger and bitterness. I feel this softness, this center of you that you are protecting. Okay. I'm feeling both of that from you. That's where the division is. That's where the internal battle is. And just know that it's okay that you're there right now. It is that is your path, the path that your life is meant to take. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen with your partner, guys. I really don't. I do know your partner is going through a pretty major transformation. So my gut's going to tell you that they're going to come back and they're going to talk to you. All right. But I think now is the time to focus on you. And I know that might be hard to do. Focus on you and children, your inner child or children around you. Protect your family. Okay. All right, guys. I love you very much. This has probably gone on way too long, but it was a really intense read. And I felt so drawn to it. So hopefully this will help somebody. And I love you guys. All right. Have a wonderful November. Bye-bye.